Confessions of a Qantas Flight Attendant, True Tales and Gossip from the Galley. And the author, Owen Bedell, is on the other end of our AT&T line right this very second. Thank you for being available.
Hello, hi, thanks for having me. It's so nice to be here in America.
Well, thank you very much. What is the most shocking confession in your book, Confessions of a Flight Attendant?
Well, where do we start? Look, I don't think it's about like shocking confessions. I think that, you know, it's really understanding how, just the job really is. Like, for example, you're dealing with celebrities, like Katy Perry and Russell Brand and Lily Allen, and you're dealing with them at the very highest level in a tin can. There's no bodyguard to ask them to leave. There's no there's no PR people to say, look, you're not saying the right thing. And it's a very, very precarious line that you walk between wrong and right. And I think that, a lot of Americans, would really resonate with the book because, September 11th was such a massive, historical event, for America. And, and obviously for airline crew it was as well. And now we've just had MH17 and it's just, it just really brings it home that, things can go very awry very, very quickly in the air.
It's not funny to get drunk up there and raise hell anymore like it probably was in your time, right?
What do you mean, the passengers or the crew?
Really? Do you take a nip every once in a while?
Well, look, there have been some flights where I've literally, poured off the flight. Yeah. Of course, we all like to get, pissed in the air. I think that at the end of the day, everyone likes to have a drink, but people don't realize it's 3 to 1. So in the air, like for every one drink you have on the ground, it's 3 in the air. So things can go bad very quickly.
No wonder. I didn't realize that because of the altitude and the pressure and the oxygen and whatnot.
Yeah, well, it's the deprivation of oxygen. It's like the altitude. Yeah, and yeah. Yes, it is, yeah.
So these people that you mentioned in the book, Confessions of a Flight Attendant, actually it's Confessions of a Qantas Flight Attendant, True Tales and Gossip from the Galley, because Qantas Airlines. Was there a celebrity that really got you upset with how demanding and unpleasant they were?
I mean, there were lots of them, but
really?
I mean, unfortunately, they were cut from the book for legal reasons.
Oh, no.
But, no, look, one of the things we wanted to illustrate in the book was, like, Grant Hackett is an Australian Olympian. He's like your Michael Phelps. Mm-hmm. He's such a decorated Olympian. So, like, the last person you would think would be affected by drugs and alcohol. And he basically, was on sleeping tablets, went berserk, was running into the first-class cabin, trying to urinate, trying to open doors. And although the airline, puts you through these safety mechanisms saying, you can't open the door because of the pressure and you can't do this, you can't do that, you certainly don't want to try that out at 30,000 feet in the air, do you?
How about hanky-panky? That must go on quite a bit up there, huh? Especially on the long-haul flights.
Yes. Look, I mean, it goes on all the time. Ironically enough, it usually goes on in economy because on a massive jumbo, you've got like 8 toilets in economy, and you've got young people going off, to America, going off to London. They're doing their Kentucky tour, and they are up for it. In first class, you've only got like 14 passengers, so if 2 of them disappear to the toilet, it's pretty obvious. Having said that, Miranda Kerr has come out and said that she likes to go to the toilet and, sort herself out. So I guess, it does happen in every cabin.
Sort herself out. What about any danger? Did you ever feel that you were in, like, danger from the weather or danger from passengers? Did it ever get out of hand in either case?
Yes. Look, I mean, I've had really, really bad sexual harassment situations where, guys have said to me, like literally tried to pull my head and say, come into the toilet, and I've had to remind them that we're in a plane and I'm at work, we're not in a bar. But also, I would have to say probably, after September 11, I think one of the scariest things was, flying into Mumbai, into the Mumbai bombings. It was just so terrifying. You're in a country where you don't know the language. It's quite foreign. Like, it looks dangerous and it feels dangerous, definitely. And these people are literally holding guns at your head. And so there are some very, very hair-raising moments, and and add that to the fact that the plane is rocking up and down. You're in a sardine can going at 50,000 miles an hour. It is a little bit hair-raising.
Did you have to share rooms with other flight attendants at the destinations, or how did that work?
No. You will have it's 5-star accommodation. I mean, it's very glamorous. You are staying, but you're under constant scrutiny. We're all staying around each other, and so it's I mean, they call it the walk of shame for a reason. So if you're walking from one room to another, from one flight attendant's room to another, then it's known to everyone else.
You ever seen a pilot drunk or drinking?
Of course.
You have?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, look, you've got to remember, this is like a shift work job. And pilots, for example, were the guys that, when they went to school, they were the dorks. They were drinking alcohol, they were studying physics, they were studying maths, they were really, really smart guys. Put them in a tin can full of really beautiful girls, and, let's just say we all go north eventually, don't we?
Confessions of a Qantas Flight Attendant, available wherever books are sold.